All right, the latest on the WGA strike. It is day 30, and on-location filming continues to grind to a halt in LA. The number of permits taken out last week down 63% compared to the same time last year. This as today, leaders from the Writers Guild, SAG-AFTRA, IATSE, and the Teamsters issued a joint statement of solidarity with the Directors Guild, who are in the final week of negotiations for their own contract, which expires June 7th.
And speaking of solidarity, we want to show you this picture. It is from the cast and crew of Apple TV's Ted Lasso. Cast member Hannah Waddingham posting this picture yesterday ahead of the show's finale, possibly the series finale, writing in part, "Thank you so much to our magnificent writers' room. We'd be nothing without you." By the way, they did a great job on the finale, anybody who watched it.
I need to catch up still.
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay.
Jonathan Handel is here with us, entertainment attorney. You've been with us every week talking about this, and you're giving us an update. Where are we at right now? We saw you a week ago. What's changed in the last week?
Well, it's good to be back with you. Let's start with what's unchanged, or what's after the three-day weekend. The writers are back on the picket lines. The directors are back in the negotiating room. And SAG-AFTRA members, the actors, are back at the ballot box voting on whether to authorize a strike 30 days from now when their contract expires. Same time the Directors Guild contract expires, actually. June 7th is the date that SAG-AFTRA, the Actors Union, will begin negotiations. And so this is the last week, or at least the last several days, of the Directors Guild negotiations. We don't know yet whether they're going to reach a deal. The statement that you referenced, Marla, was unprecedented in its level of solidarity and sort of jointness from all of the other guilds. But whether the directors reach a deal or not, we don't know. Meanwhile, the writers have taken it to the street, as it were, not just the streets, but Wall Street. They have issued a call for investors to vote against the outsized pay packages that media company executives get that are up for potentially advisory votes. The votes in these cases are advisory, but it really emphasizes that what all three guilds are fighting for, if you step back from the dueling deal points and the mini rooms and the residuals and all of that, and look at the forest rather than the trees, is a sense among the guilds that frankly, the system is corrupt, that large corporations, media corporations, and corporations across the economy are run primarily for the benefit of top executives and shareholders, and consumers are manipulable, workers are replaceable, disposable, communities are, can be bought off or ignored. There's a real sense that the economic system does not work for people. Now, the guilds have a bit of an Achilles heel when making that argument, because only in entertainment and sports do we have unionized workforces where there is a large degree of economic inequality within the union, as well as the union compared to the leadership of the companies. If I work on a movie with Tom Cruise, were that ever to happen, they'd pay me for 6 weeks, they'd pay me about $25,000, the minimum. They'd pay Mr. Cruise, roughly 1,000 times as much, 25 million, 20 million or something like that. And yet we would both be SAG-AFTRA members.
Do you think that them going to Wall Street, that the investors are going to be swayed by that? Do you expect that to happen? And what are you looking for in the next week?
Well, whether investors will be swayed by it, I mean, Netflix, there was a strong vote against the Netflix pay package last year, I believe, but, these votes are advisory. It's really more about public opinion than it is about trying to hit the companies in the pocketbook, literally. In the next week, we're going to find out whether the directors have done a deal. We're going to find out whether SAG-AFTRA members have voted to authorize that potential strike, and at what level of solidarity, and then the SAG-AFTRA talks will begin.
If the directors don't reach a deal, do they then have a vote on a potential strike? What's the deal with that?
They could strike, and their procedures presumably would include some sort of authorization, whether it's the national board or the membership at large, unclear at this point.
So SAG-AFTRA asking for that authorization vote before their negotiation.
Correct.
The directors would potentially do it after their negotiation.
That's right, but both of them would be a June 30th, July 1st time frame, potentially.
All right.
Yeah.
Jonathan Handel, as always, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
We want to take you live.